Hi guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Adam Atkinson. We're going to talk about how to pick a contest or a show or even a photo shoot date, something like that. So the first thing I think about, Adam, of course, is the fact that a lot of people pick something that just doesn't fit them. It's the name of a show, the title, or it's just the wrong location. But when you go through this process with a client who's pretty open-minded, they come to you and they say, well, I'm not sure what show I should do, Adam. Sometimes I think their mindset is, what's the next step in the process for me? Am I ready for a national show, a pro qualifier, this or that? But sometimes it's just timing. I don't know when I'm going to be ready. So how do you go through that process with the client?
Yeah, timing's always the first factor, making sure they're going to be ready by the show. And then I would say, too, experience and kind of choosing, is this a big show? The Emerald Cup is a massive show, so I typically wouldn't throw somebody into that show unless it was close to them. Now, if it's a national level competitor, I might have them travel out that way and get some really big experience there. But finances dictate where people can travel and what shows they can pick. But making sure they're going to be ready on time is the second most important factor. We can get into organization just on how certain organizations are judged. If somebody's really small, I might have them specifically find a drug-free show where it's tested versus a untested show. If I just feel like I'm going to throw them to the sharks in terms of muscle fullness, I want to put them in more of a drug-tested scenario versus where they're competing against really elite, enhanced athletes. So that's always another consideration. And when I pick that time, I like to add more time just in case we have stalls and plateaus along the way.
Yeah, you brought up something that I don't think I would have even considered, and that is, picking a show that's right for your experience level. A lot of people come to me, and I'm sure other coaches right off the bat, maybe have never even competed before, and they immediately are talking pro card. And my goal is to let people grow and experience the sport in a developmental way, learn how to compete first, and why not learn how to win? If you jump into, let's say, an open category trying to win a national level pro card, and it takes you 8 or 9 tries and you're just consistently beating your head against the wall trying to win, wouldn't it have been better if in those first couple years you entered a novice or amateur category and placed in the top 3, and then your next show you got to experience a class win, and then eventually you won an overall? There's so much value in that experience every step of the way to improve, instead of just saying, hey, I learned how to play golf yesterday. I think I'm going to try and, make the PGA Tour next year.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of factors that go into that. And different judging panels, you're just going to experience that variance on what they're looking for. Even though there's standardization with what they're looking for, there's just always going to be that subjectivity. So I would encourage new people, especially their first show, pick more than just one so you can get a couple different experiences.
And what you said about time being a factor is huge. I was having this conversation with a client of mine, and she puts herself in this position where every year she has to lose 2 or more pounds a week, just grinding out the hardest core dieting just to maybe make that goal. I'm like, why? Just stop that. Let's pick a goal that's out here. Let's make sure that you can enjoy the whole process. There is no logical reason to pick a contest that you can't not only look your best, but you can't enjoy the process and know you're giving yourself the best chance to win because you're preserving muscle, you're not overdoing cardio. So, that's just a huge, huge factor. And that does take a little bit of a learning process for people to go through, a season or two to kind of develop that understanding of their own body's pace and metabolism. And, that's not all linear. When you get to the end of a contest prep, your metabolism's slowing down, you're working through that metabolic set point. So a lot of things to consider on that side.
Yes.
And appreciate what you said about even geography and organization and finances, all of those factors. When you're sitting down to schedule out an entire contest prep or year, those are things to check off on a list and really do a lot of searching and see what shows are available. So hope that helps, guys. We will catch you next time as we continue on in our how-to series.